we should probably try and do something about this before it gets out of hand. So let's go ahead and grab all of my archers, get them all up on the wall. Let's go ahead and grab you guys and get you down here and hope that the raid doesn't kick in before we can get some archers and its attack. Okay. Maybe change of plan. Maybe. Little bit of a change of plan, because I'm thinking, let's try holding this gate. Let's get you three to the front of the gate. That way, you know, all the archers can kind of get in position before things get a bit rough. We do have some archers with longbows, which is good. So I'm actually wanting to check something here. If I click Allison, right, you have a longbow. Then Aethelman, the range is the same, which is a little bit frustrating, but I'm guessing, so the longbow is 4.31 DPS versus 1.87, so yeah, they should be able to do fine. Are we missing someone? I feel like we're missing an archer. I get the feeling we are. Who are we missing up there? So Allison, Cassandra, what are you doing? You're over there. Okay. Let's spread them out a little bit. Let's put Cassandra there. Let's put you there. Aethelman can kind of go there. Baudry can kind of stay there. Allison can kind of go there. That seems like a good little spread of archers. Hopefully that will do some good for us. Is that Wolf attacking them? No, that's a shame. All right. Well, I think we can certainly hit Walter here a little bit. Hopefully. We'll get you three to focus Walter. Luthrid has apparently given up. That's fine. Let's have you three move back a little bit. So that's fine. Gregor is kind of going to be the next target, I think. Archers, I'm thinking focus Harry. Seems like a bit of an idea. Try and take him down. All right, so let's see. Gregor's dead. You three are going to turn and deal with that guy. Okay, Harry's dead. That was quick. You guys are going to deal with Eric now, is what you're going to try and do for me. Eric's dead. Good. Deal with Edwin. Okay, you three can deal with Cole. All right, this is going very well. All right, so now they're just left with their archers. Let's have my archers move to deal with them, because I think this should be easy enough. So Walt hopefully gets wrecked here, and let's have you all focus on Walt, please. And please don't miss. There we go. Hey, there we go. So that is the end of that. Let's have you guys maybe try and go after them, though, because it looks like they're going to try and flee, and I'd rather they didn't. I'd rather, I mean, can we get this one? Hopefully. Come on. I don't think we're going to be able to. Let's have you move down there. They're kind of injured right now, so we could probably finish them off slightly. At least that one. No, there we go. All right, so one of them's going to live to tell the tale. The rest of them are dead, which is fine. That's actually fine. That went surprisingly well. How many bodies do we have? We have 8. All right. So we'll head over here. We'll set this up to do, let's just set one. You know what? Let's demolish these guys and just set one of them up to do it forever. If we have bodies, it has to be enemy carcasses, right? So enemy corpses, and then we burn them. So that'll be fine. Now everybody has been taken off of recruitment, so everybody's going to go and get medical that needs medical, hopefully. Aethelman is prioritizing something else. He's going to go get some food. Fair enough. I can respect that. I can certainly respect that. Some of them are getting drinks too, so no big deal. And then in terms of all of this, I mean, there is a good amount of gear out here. It's all probably terrible. So we're not really going to stress too much about that. We do have this guy set up to smith items from metal, so hopefully eventually that'll get done. Same with the bodies as well. But I think right now the main priority for a lot of them seems to be, well, building this, which is fine. This is kind of what we wanted. This is kind of the plan. If we could get a good chunk of this thing built, that would be kind of swell. I'm not going to lie. Would be really nice. Not sure why this can't be built right now. It can't be reached. Oh, it's because most of the floor on that side's not been done yet. Fair enough. I think that's going to be the same for these rooftops up here. They're not actually reachable. So we might have to build another floor and staircase in here, which I'm not thrilled about. But I don't think we're really going to have a choice. I think it's just kind of going to be the way of things. And, you know, that's fine. We'll do it eventually. We'll put another little floor up there. In fact, let's just try and get it out of the way now, because it seems like a pretty good idea. So let me do a floor there, and that'll be fine. We're going to take out these columns here, these pillars. So that wooden beam needs to go. Hopefully that's not holding anything up, because if it is, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But once those beams go, that little bit of fence down there needs to go, and that little bit of fence down there needs to go, because that's where the stairs are going to be. So we'll get those beams out of there, we'll get the fences out of there, and we'll get some stairs into that space. So if I go here and grab stairs, we want to go and do that spot, which is apparently already, that fence hasn't been taken down, that spot, and then the same on the other side once the other fence goes as well. That way, there we go. We can go ahead and put the stairs in. We can go ahead and grab these floors. We can bring the floors back like this, and we can kind of do the same up here as well. So we can kind of do something like that. And it's a bit of a weird space. It's definitely that. But it does mean that we can build that upper area. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. So that's fine. Oh, that's fine. We'll not worry too much about it. We also got a bit of research we can do. So let's go into blacksmithing, and then research 2 is the next thing that we're going to be grabbing, which means we're going to need another library at some point, which, you know, we'll get it eventually. We're doing a lot of research right now, so I'm sure we'll be fine. So I really wanted to put a blacksmith's forge over in this building, but it turns out it's the size of the room that I've laid out for it. So I think it might be an idea to make a little bit of a change to this building here. I'm going to put a wall, well, I'm going to have to cancel, well, delete you, and then put a bit of a wall, which is, you know, going to be right there. These guys, so you, what's the delete key? Okay, so you, and you all need to go away. And then we'll put the forge kind of in that space with access to its own smelting furnace. That seems like a decent little idea. Now, Aethelman apparently has wounds needing tended to. He has a severed artery. That seems like it would be bad. That does seem like it would be less than ideal. I think that's about the politest way I can put that, you know? It's not exactly something you want, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and put this blacksmith's forge over there. We don't have the resources for it right now. We don't have the brick, which means we need to be making bricks here. And I think we're just going to do this until we have, like, I don't know, 250. So 250 limestone bricks. I don't even know if we have enough limestone to do that, but at some point we'll get a bunch of limestone bricks and everything will be fine, I'm sure. I'd also really like them to start chopping down the trees around here, because this place is getting really messy looking. It really is. Like, there's a little tree in there. That little tree should, you know, go away. We've got, for some reason, some tall grass right there, which I'd like to just cut down. It is getting a little bit overgrown around here. I think the construction task is definitely taking priority. So I'll tell you what, let's go back to jobs and let's just turn off construction again on, I'm going to say everybody but Allison. So Allison can keep doing construction. Everybody else can kind of do whatever else they want to do. And I think that's going to be fair enough, you know? I think kind of having everybody just do whatever is probably fine. I'm not really too annoyed about that. Let's also just allow that so that we have the bodies hopefully getting dealt with at some point. Can we set this as a priority or anything? No, that's fine. What are you doing? Oh, you might be, okay, so you're working on it anyway. Do we have anyone set to do mining right now? No, that's another thing we don't have. So let's see. So you two do very similar tasks. Are you any good at mining? Mining skill 6, carpentry 1. Let's have Aethelman do a bit of mining. I guess that's probably fair enough to get that sort of out of the way. 4, 7, 10. Jesus. Okay, well, I mean, Alice, was it Allison and Cassandra both doing research? I think it was. You're level 10 as well, but Goldina's also the cook. I mean, as it stands, Anwind is kind of our top miner. I think we'll just have Aethelman kind of focus on the mining for now. He's not the best at it, but, you know, he'll do what he can. He'll get it done in a good amount of time, I'm sure, and everything will be okay. Everybody else can just focus on harvesting resources, I guess. And we can hopefully get a nice little mix of things going on. So one person working on the manor, one person working on mining, everybody else kind of working on everything else. Goldina's 43 today. That seems fine. Now, this is pretty big news. We actually have research 2 available, so let's go ahead and grab that. And let's start looking into, so research table, it's actually the same size as the other one. So if we really wanted to, we could get rid of one of these basic research tables and put in the more advanced one, which I don't think would be a terrible idea. We also have that guy. We have you. Now you're actually not, oh, that is a thing we could do. If we kept this little Bower's hut, I guess we could turn this into a second or third library, but I don't think we're gonna. Let's just have you make, I guess, 10 longbows. And I guess that'll be fine. We're not going to turn this into another research hut. I think what we'll just do is dismantle. Yeah, we'll just deconstruct this guy and replace it with the new one. Since what we can basically do is just, you know, have chronicles being made over here and have whatever the new one is being made down here, and that'll be fine. Honestly, that's going to be fine. So we want a research table. It is a pretty cool looking structure. It'll go really nicely in that corner too. So I'll tell you what. Oh, I really do want it in like a corner, and that's kind of like the only corner that it's going to work in. But I think I'm just going to do it there. Just for the sake of it, we'll do it there. And we'll also go in and say that we probably want more bookshelves, right? So we probably want one there and there. And we're probably going to want one there and there as well. And I don't think I can double stack them, can I? No. So that's fine. We can do a bunch of them like that. And that'll turn that into another library, which is okay by me. It looks like these trees, yeah, the trees are starting to be brought down, which is also good news. We also have another body burning, which is good. That'll, you know, cheer everybody up a little bit. And, you know, Aethelman's doing his best over here to clear this space out. It is just giving us clay right now, but that's probably fine, I guess. We have more clay there. I don't think we have any limestone in any of this space. So this is all going to be clay. Although we do have, what is this over here? I think there's like iron there. There's, what, iron up there as well. Quite a bit of clay too. We probably just have to go really deep underground to find limestone. I mean, there's a vein of it sort of there, but I would imagine if we go really far underground, we'll maybe also find limestone. I don't know how far underground we can go, but I would imagine we can. Now, who's getting annoyed? What's wrong with you? Chained up. What do you mean? Get these chains off of me. What? What do you mean? Oh. Oh. You know, that will do it. So we'll take those off. You don't want to be wearing those. Is that going to cheer you up a little bit? I would imagine it will. I didn't realize you were, why were you wearing that? There we go. So he's not miserable anymore. We can, I guess, allow that. So that's fine. Anybody else kind of miserable? Anybody else wearing shackles? I really hope not. So you're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. Most of you also aren't wearing clothes, which is certainly something. But there we go. I didn't realize Baudry was wearing shackles. It's terrible. Hopefully, well, I mean, Baudry's going to be happier now, I guess. Although I would also imagine that force equipping Baudry with some, you know, a good Iron Mail helmet, for example, is maybe not going to cheer them up too much, but we're going to do it. And what else? We got winter clothes, leather, Iron Mail armor. I think these guys were all wearing winter clothes, which I guess it's autumn, so that kind of makes sense. But whatever, we'll not worry too much about it. Let's just focus on getting everything torn down that needs torn down. Let's get everything into storage that needs to go into storage. Speaking of storage, how are things looking down here? So we've got, what is this? Bones. What's going in this storage pile again? It's food raw. So raw food, specifically raw meat, goes in that storage pile. That's fine. I guess there's no one really prioritizing holing right now, huh? Which I suppose makes sense since Anwind is doing a good amount of harvesting, Uthrid's doing a good amount of harvesting, and everybody else is kind of doing everything else. So, yeah, that does kind of make sense. It would also be nice to have Allison maybe prioritize construction of the research table. Because it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of something that we need. So we'll get that done. I don't remember what exactly gets researched at this thing. I can't remember the second one. I think it's textbooks, isn't it? Yeah, textbooks. Do that forever. So production speed's 132%, which is great. So yeah, that can be just done forever. And there we go. It's actually kind of a quick process too, which is lovely. We also have a really good amount of chronicles available. So as soon as we start getting a good amount of textbooks, we can start going into things like wooden weaponry 2 and so on and so on. And just like that, we have research available. We have fermenting, which is going to let us make vinegar, which is kind of cool. I don't know that we need it, but it does lead to distilling, where we can make alcohol and, well, spirits as well, which would be kind of cool. I think it would probably cheer everybody up a little bit. So we might get fermenting. We might want to save up for wooden weaponry 2. Just so we can get everybody some better stuff. We could save up for armor, but I feel like there's no point in saving up for armor. Because at the minute, as it stands, no one's really making anything. Everyone's still building stuff. So I'm not sure that that's really necessary. Same with things like axes and maces and swords, crossbows. It's cool. I would very much like a lot of it. I just don't feel like there's any point. So yeah, fermenting. Let's just go for that and see what exactly we can do. I'm pretty sure, wait, suffering from cold. Hold on a minute. Manage. They're all set to summer. So all wear winter apparel, please, if you wouldn't mind. What are you wearing? Sturdy wool winter clothes. Let's have you drop that and switch for winter and go for winter. So now they're all set to wear winter clothing. I'm kind of hoping they actually go and grab it. Because if they don't, it's going to be kind of awkward. If we edit apparel and we go to profile winter, clothing, winter clothes. Yeah, so that's fine, right? They should, in theory, be able to go and put on some winter clothing. I don't know. Hopefully they do. If they don't, they don't. That's whatever. That's their choice. I am also going to go ahead and say, though, that we want to chop down all the trees in here. I feel like I already did this, but we'll do it again because there's still a good amount of trees in there that haven't been chopped down, so those kind of need to go. We also have a lot of hay just lying around. I feel like we're growing a lot of things and not really using it. Like, we have a lot of hay in storage right now. We have a lot of, what is that? Linen cloth. We have a lot of leather. We're not really using much of it. We have a lot of medicine. 651 herbs is a good amount, but I do feel like we could be using a lot of our resources and we're just not using them. And that, like, in here, there's just so much leather. And that's what I'm getting at. You know, we have everybody doing all this stuff, but no one's really doing anything, you know? I mean, this is slowly coming along, but no one's really... When I say no one's doing anything, I mean, we're not making anything. We're just making this building. So it's really tempting to look into the jobs and maybe just... I don't know, maybe blank slate all of them and then go from sort of the ground up. And I think that's what we're going to do. So let's just set you to a bunch of zeros across the board. So you are going to do absolutely nothing. I'm going to copy that and paste it to everybody. And then we're going to go and say everybody is going to convalesce, right? So everyone's going to do that. Tending priority 1 for Allison. Your medicine 7, 7, 6, 1, 2, 8, 0. So Aethelman is going to be priority 2, right? And then you guys at 7 and 6 are going to be priority 3. And that'll be fine. You guys are just not good. Actually, you can do minimal, you can do like low tier doctoring just simply because if it's absolutely urgent, I need you to do it. So I think that'll let them do it. That'll let me force them. I don't think they'll ever actually do it. Then in terms of hunting, we're not really doing much hunting right now. So, I mean, you guys are pretty good at it. So I guess what we'll do is we'll set you guys to priority 1 hunting, but we're not going to bother tasking any hunting right now. Uthrid is level 50 botany, so you are going to be growing and harvesting. You're going to be cutting plants. You're pretty good at cooking too, so we'll put you on a priority 1 there, and that's fine. In terms of carpentry, you're okay. Tailoring, you're actually pretty decent at as well, so let's make those a priority 2. Actually, they can be priority 1 as well, because jobs on the left will be prioritized over jobs on the right, so those can be priority 1 as well. If you have none of this to do, you'll do carpentry and tailoring. And then research as well. So those can all be priority 1, is my thinking. Then for Allison, I mean, you're very good at construction. You're not quite as good as Cassandra. Your research is 11, yours is 19. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll have Allison... Let's have you guys go into construction. How much wood do we have? 208 right now. So let's have them go into that. Right? Let's have them do that. I really want people mining, though, is the thing. So Aethelman, you know what? We'll have you guys focus on the construction. We'll see if we can get it done. Rather than dragging it out, let's see if we can get the construction done. Anwind, you're not as good, so you are going to focus on growing. You're also very good at mining, though. So let me make those a priority 2 so that you'll do mining. And then who else can do mining? We've got level 7, level 10 for Allison. Okay, we'll set that to 1 because once you're done with construction, you'll go do mining. You're level 7, so once you're... Well, Allison's also a researcher. That's okay, though. I think that's okay because what we can do is once the mining's done, the research will pick up again. So that's not a huge deal. We're not going to be mining forever. We kind of need to get these jobs done, you know? Goldina... You are very good at cooking, so that's going to be priority 1 for you. And when you're not cooking, go research. And then in terms of everything else, you're pretty low botany, so let's do like 2 on these guys. Your harvesting is actually 6, so let's bring that down further. So we'll do that. And that'll be an okay little setup for Goldina. Crafting is stuff like bricks, so I'm actually going to set that to priority 1 for not everybody, actually. I was going to say everybody, but no, we'll come back to crafting. Heloisa is very good at growing, so that's going to be priority 1 for you across the board. You're also very good at tailoring. And you are pretty good at cooking, so I'm actually going to put that as a priority 1 for you as well. So that'll be fine. I'm noticing we are missing out smithing kind of completely here, which Helois is also capable of, and also carpentry too. So let's have you do all of those. We can have you do research if there's nothing else to do there. Aethelman's very good at carpentry. You're pretty good at carpentry. What is steward? Steward? I don't remember what steward is. Basic tasks like locking doors. Okay. And holing as well. We're not going to have anyone dedicated to holing, I don't think, but that's fine. Baudry is also a very good cook, so you can do that too. And then you are pretty good at tailoring, so that'll be a 1. So you'll prioritize cooking over carpentry and tailoring in that order. You are not great with botany, not great with mining. You can hunt, so I'll put that as a 1 for you as well. And then everybody has something to do, I think. So I guess we could also throw crafting in there. You know, making stuff like bricks. I do kind of want that to be a priority for everybody because we kind of need them. So that'll be fine. We'll leave that kind of as our layout. I don't know how neat that's going to be, but hopefully it means that the construction for this place will get done a bit sooner. We need clay for this. We do have clay being mined over here, so hopefully that shakeup will help this place just get done that bit quicker, because I think this is what's holding us up a lot. You know, this thing right here needs to be finished, because then they'll go and focus on the mining tasks, and then they'll go and focus on everything else. So research might slow down a bit, but food production should pick up, and hopefully then eventually mining will pick up, and then once everything is kind of sorted, all of the essentials will kind of circle back around to research. I know research is pretty essential, but it's like I said, there's no point researching all of this cool stuff if we don't have the materials to make it. And that's kind of what's happening, is we're making all this cool stuff, or sorry, we're researching all this cool stuff, but we aren't making it because we either don't have the materials, don't have the skills, or everyone's just busy doing something else, you know? So I think this will be for the best. I really do. Also, once this is done, this will be a really cool room. I'd actually really like them to prioritize getting this room done, I'm not going to lie, because having an actual sort of great dining hall would be so good. It really, really would be so good to have that. So hopefully we can get it sooner than later. This bit of floor in here kind of needs to be done, so can I get you to prioritize placed on stability 0? Really? That's kind of surprising. So I actually can't build that. Can I build? Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Can we take out that section of fence right there? So I need to grab the fence somehow. It's being very, very awkward to do. The fence. Yes. Okay. I guess what I could do is put a beam across there. I don't think it's reachable though. In fact, I'm almost certain that it isn't, which is kind of a problem. We might need to put some stairs down there to help them get to that beam. So if I do that, and I do that, then I click on Allison and I say prioritize constructing that set of stairs. Can I get you, if you build that, can you reach that beam and then add some stability to that floor? It would be nice if that worked that way, wouldn't it? It would be really nice if that's how that worked. So, you know, yeah, there we go. Stairs are coming up. It's going to slightly block the doors, but whatever. And then that beam. No, I don't, no, don't deconstruct the wall, Allison. What are you talking about? We need the beam. Cannot be reached. That's difficult for me to believe. There is a staircase very, very clearly leading to it, but all right. Let's take this guy out and let's have Allison deconstruct that. And now they can reach that beam, which is good. Because now if they can reach that beam, hopefully that'll provide some stability. Right? That's kind of the goal here. Prioritize constructing that beam, please. There we go. Now can you prioritize that floor? There we go. That's what we want to see. So go upstairs and do that bit. Go do that bit. And then they should be able to reach this roof. Although apparently that roof is having some trouble for some reason. What's wrong with you? Building can't be reached. How? Oh, is it? Might be because of the floors at the side there. Hold on a minute. Allison, I kind of need you to do me a favor here. Wait, stability's... Really? So I can construct that bit. Hold on. Can I construct that bit now? There we go. And now that bit. And now that bit, please. Can we now build that roof? No. I don't know why. I also... It might just be this beam. It might honestly just be the beam that needs to be constructed here. Because once it's up, maybe that'll give it stability. It says it can't be reached though, which kind of has me thinking that it's not just the beam. I feel like it probably is like a floor or something like that. I don't know. We'll see eventually, you know. We'll see what comes about. I'm not going to stress too much about it right now. But let's just go ahead and put the staircase back in there so that this place doesn't look kind of weird. It does slightly annoy me that that one bit can't be built though. But it's starting to look like it's mostly just the roof needing done. Oh, now this is interesting. Aethelman has found himself idle. So what do we have you doing or not doing? So you can construct what you're just not doing for some reason right now. I'm not really sure why you're not constructing. You do have things you could do. Although I've just noticed that that room doesn't actually have a door. At least it does. Oh, wait, no. That room has no doors. That's probably why he's idle. Okay, well, that... Honestly, as far as reasons for being idle go, that's definitely a good one. That's definitely a good one. Let's have you demolish the clay wall there, bud. That way you can get out. And then can I go and put the wooden door back in there? There we go. Not really sure why that room didn't have a door. It's a little bit weird. That is definitely a little bit weird. But at least he's not stuck. I was worrying that he had nothing to do. It turns out he was just... Well, he built himself into a room and couldn't get out, which... That's whatever. Settlers are suffering from cold. I mean... They're all... I'm assuming it's probably Baudry who doesn't have winter clothing. Is that something we can fix? Where do we make clothing? I've completely forgotten. It's like over here, isn't it? Yeah. Winter clothes until we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 settlers. So, I mean... I guess production's just going to be idle because we're doing everything else as per usual. Same reason everything's just idle. Hey. Okay, I'll tell you what. I think what we'll do, and I'm going to hope this doesn't backfire. And by backfire, I mean I hope I don't get raided and lose all my settlers when I do this. We're going to put a cut in there. We're going to wrap up this episode. And I'm going to let the game run. I'm going to play it. I'm not just going to like let it run and leave. But I'm going to keep playing until this is built. Because I think this manor is going to be great. It's going to be so good to have this thing. But I think what's happening right now is it's holding us back a little bit. And I do think that is a bit of a problem. Also, this is supposed to be some kind of great hall or something like that. What does it need? Table, chairs, banners, torches. That's a great hole. There we go. Look at that. What timing. Very good timing indeed. Yeah, so we'll just let this go until it gets built, and that's where the next episode will pick up. Once this thing's fully constructed, because I think it's more green than I remember it being. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's holding us back right now. So that's what we'll go ahead and do. So thank you for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. I think it's a little bit weird. Do I usually outro the Going Medieval episodes? I don't remember if I do. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. Sorry. the way I said everybody reminded me of Kermit the Frog. Thank you for watching, everybody. And, you know, as always, I'll see you next time.